In February 1655, Maratha King Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj decided to test the might of his navy. With 85 ships, he attacked Basuru, which is in today's Karnataka, and returned with a huge booty. He who rules over the seas is all-powerful. This is what he believed. During his reign, he built a formidable naval force, and according to historians, at its peak, his fleet had over 500 different kinds and sizes of ships. According to the Indian Navy documents, the Maratha Navy had both the Portuguese and the British at bay, and as we know, the Marathas were the last major force opposing the British in the subcontinent. While it was the Cholas who first displayed their prowess in the seas, it was Shivaji Maharaj who revived the maritime force and laid the foundation of a modern navy in India. Cut to 2023, the Indian Navy is shedding signs of our colonial past and highlighting instead the legacy of the Maratha king and drawing inspiration from his ideals.
छत्रपति वीर शिवाजी महाराज से प्रेरणा लेते हुए आज भारत गुलामी की मानसिकता को पीछे छोड़कर आगे बढ़ रहा है। मुझे खुशी है कि हमारे नेवल ऑफिसर्स जो अपलेट्स पहनते हैं, अब उसमें छत्रपति वीर शिवाजी महाराज की विरासत की झलक भी देखने को मिलने वाली है।
Epaulets are basically a shoulder piece which are worn on uniforms, which denotes the rank of the personnel. Until now, Indian Navy officials' epaulets featured the Nelson's ring, which was more circular. Now these will be changed to an octagonal format. This was basically the royal seal of Shivaji Maharaj, so the new epaulets are an ode to him. In fact, the Indian Navy has taken a number of steps to shed signs of our colonial past. Just last year, the Prime Minister unveiled the new naval ensign, which also carries the seal outline of Shivaji Maharaj, replacing the St. George's Cross which was used earlier. An ensign is basically what denotes the nationality of the particular ship or a vessel. When the Indian Navy under the British, that is the Royal Indian Navy, was formed in the 1930s, the ensign was the British flag with the St. George's Cross. In 1950, after independence, the Indian Naval ensign had the tricolour in place of the Union Jack. In 2001, under the Vajpayee government, the St. George's Cross was removed and Indian Naval crest was added. But in 2004, the cross was brought back. In 2014, when the BJP government came back to power, it was slightly Indianized with Satyamev Jayate written in the Devanagari script. Now, of course, all colonial signs have been done away with. Besides this, the Prime Minister also said that some ranks in the Navy would be Indianized, so ranks like petty officer and seaman will be redesignated. Another thing that the Navy has stopped is the practice of carrying batons. They say that this is a colonial legacy out of place in the transformed Navy of the Amrit Kal. In fact, traditional Indian wear is now acceptable in officers' messes, which is something that was unheard of so far. But it's not just signs and symbols. The naval chief has said that India will have a 175 warship navy in the next decade. 67 ships are under construction, of which 65 are in Indian shipyards. The Navy is going to get its third Vishakhapatnam class destroyer, INS Imphal, which has been designed and built indigenously. In November 2023, India's first made-in-India aircraft carrier, INS Vikrant, achieved fully operational status. This put India in the elite group of countries which are capable of constructing and deploying aircraft carriers. The Navy is testing indigenously developed missiles. In fact, the first made-in-India anti-ship missile was tested just a few weeks ago. And several other such contracts are being worked upon. So yes, the Navy is becoming more self-reliant, more Atmanirbhar. The whole exercise of shedding the colonial hangover doesn't seem to be just symbolic. Hope you enjoyed this video. For more such content, keep watching Money Control.